searching for this all my life. You're just my type. I've been looking for a boy who can treat me right. Your dark hair, because eyes so bright.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Scheananigans. It's a holiday week. Brock the Builder is in the studio with me today, but we're going to try and keep this one short and sweet. I know everyone is celebrating this weekend, but we appreciate you still taking time to listen. You sent in so many questions. So, honey, we're going to try to not be long-winded today.
Perfect. I can do that.
We're going to just rapid fire and get through as many of these as we can. So how we doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good.
I was late. Sorry. My bad.
You were, but I got my ads done and I have my tea. So we're good. You look cute.
Thank you. I thought I'd try and get out of my scrubs.
Yeah. So everyone, wanted to wish you a happy 4th, and fittingly, our first questions today are about the 4th holiday. A lot of people wanted to ask you, a non-American, about, just what our 4th of July plans are. How do we usually celebrate? Any favorite traditions that you've had since being in the States?
I think the best one is just getting the family together and being in Palm Springs.
Yeah.
And then that kind of expanded when Lala moved to next door.
Mm-hmm.
And so that kind of turned it into like an actual party. So
yeah.
It's fun. I mean, golf downtime, I think it's a great way to get out of here and escape and enjoy family.
They said it's going to be up to 120 this week.
Woo!
I also saw so many questions come in because apparently Summer and Ocean haven't been posted together in like a week and a half, 2 weeks. I don't know. So it's like, are you and Lala good? Are you guys still friends? I haven't seen the girls posted. And I just want to remind y'all, just because things aren't posted on Instagram doesn't mean that something has happened. Sometimes it does, but in this case, it doesn't.
Man, the audience, the people are so on it.
They are.
Like, oh.
I know. And also, Ocean isn't with Lala 100% of the time, sadly.
Correct.
So
and that's a big one. Like, there's always like, hey, do you have Ocean today? No, I don't. Okay, not a problem.
yeah, like we saw Lala came over the other night with Jenna, but she didn't have Ocean. So it's like I still see her, but I didn't need to post her walking into my house. So back to the 4th. What do you think of the 4th? And is there anything comparable in New Zealand and Australia?
So the 4th of July is what holiday in America?
Our Independence Day.
So it's
but now
because there's all of this going on.
Yes, but see, here's the thing, because now people celebrate Juneteenth, which is more important than the 4th of July. So that's June 19th.
And this was okay, let's just go back to what 4th of July was. So it was independence of the Commonwealth?
Honey, I'm not getting into a history lesson here, okay? I'm just asking,
Correct.
Is there like some sort of Australian...
I'm just trying to tell you. So, I mean, we have Mother's Day, so I'm just like trying to figure out the context of like, if it was independence, then we have Australia Day, which I'd love to see this. I think it's in February or something like that. And I believe Australia is trying to do a petition, or they wanted to do it just because obviously a lot of countries from, their colonizing days, obviously not the greatest practices.
Yeah.
So in Australia, same thing. And so what happened is I think people want to try and just change the date completely and start off fresh.
Mhm.
So May 8th in Australia.
Mate.
So it'll be mate. May 8th, mate. It's the ultimate Australia Day. But no, I think, it's Independence Day in America. I see how it can ruffle some feathers. So
A lot of people are wanting to know when our next trip down under is.
ooh,
We were supposed to go in
when is it?
December. We were supposed to go for a family cruise, but now with Vanderpump Rules being on a hiatus, I'm like, we might be filming in December. I don't know.
If we're filming in December, then no, we won't be going. But if we're not, I plan to be attending my family's cruise.
But if we are filming, I just want to keep manifesting that maybe we film a trip down under.
I've been saying that since I even said, oh, there's a show here. We go on holidays. What about Australia?
Yeah.
I'd love to take everyone down under, but no, I think the plan will be December, January. We'll figure out some stuff.
Yeah.
We're keeping it in the horizon, but soon rather than later, that's for sure. I might even go over sooner now with Brock the Builder series. I want to go over, before I like expand into that world, I want to go over and help my mum first. If I'm going to do any projects, it's our house and then my mum's house.
Brock the Builder, can he fix it?
No. No, he can't.
Yes, he can. What is the silver foil stuff called?
Aluminum foil?
See? I gotcha.
Aluminium?
No, you said aluminum.
I know. I'm American.
Comment that came in. Brock still sounds Aussie, but is he starting to get more of an American accent now that he's been here for so many years?
Guilty.
Case in point.
Well, I feel like I grew up in New Zealand for 9 years, going on 10. And then I did Australia for 8, going on 9. And then I did France. And then I did England for 3 years. And then I did America for 8.
So you're just a mishmash.
I've just got I don't really have any grounds. Don't really have like consistency.
Yeah. What was it like the other day? Our friend Jules, who I've known for like 15 years, came over. We had a pool party. He just got back from New Zealand. What was that like, just hanging out with someone from your hometown?
This is the thing. Like, I'm not crapping on anyone here in America, but like, there's just so much emphasis on the little things over here. And it's like, guys, like the world is still going to spin. You're going to wake up in the morning and the day's going to start again. And we hyper focus over here in LA or in America. We really hyper focus on a lot of these little things. And when really, like, you should be able to say what you feel to somebody without offending them, because it's just how you feel. And I feel like the conversations I have when I'm with people from back home are just very relaxed.
Yeah.
And it's not like, you don't have to worry about all of that stuff. So it's very much a piece of home, but that's what Australia's for. It's like, get over it, mate. Move on.
Because are you and Jules from the same part of New Zealand, North Island?
I mean, we're from the North Island. We're Pacquiao boys, but yeah. So.
Yeah. Someone wanted to know exactly where you're from in New Zealand.
So my family is from Ngaruawahia, is our tribe.
I've never heard you say that before.
Yeah. And then,
say it again?
Ngaruawahia.
Ngaruawahia?
Yeah.
Huh.
Close. But
Maori.
And listen, that's all my Maori side. I wish I knew more, and I actually think I want to look into that a lot more this year.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, born in Hamilton, New Zealand, which is right there for the Temple View in there, and then moved to Matamata, which then became Hobbitville. You drive into the city and it says, "Welcome to Matamata," and then across the whole highway, Hobbitville.
Hobbitville.
Yeah, it's where Lord of the Rings was filmed.
Does Brock own any normal swimsuits or only Speedos?
I mean, I own multiple, but Speedos are just a lot more easier to wear, comfortable. Although I did have an instant this weekend when we were at your friend's house where I definitely looked down. I felt a little self-conscious wearing these things out and about, because it's not the vision I used to have when I was wearing these Speedos.
Yeah.
So,
you were at a 3-year-old's birthday party.
well, I didn't get in the pool with the kids while they were there. I went in the pool once we wrapped up. It was parents' time. But yeah, there's a 3-year-old's birthday party and it wasn't my pool. So there was a lot of context behind why I didn't want to get in the pool. But then once everyone got out of the pool,
had some drinks.
All right, I'm in the pool.
Does Scheana now understand Aussie terms and slang, or does Brock still say things that sometimes she doesn't understand? I feel like I get most of them now.
I mean, I don't say a lot of things. I'm not like obnoxiously pulling out the banter.
Maybe you should try to do it more.
Why?
I don't know, because I like when you say like, "Oh, it's hard yakka," and just things.
But here's the thing, like, you need to have a two-way conversation with somebody for that conversation to come out. I can't just walk around and just be like, "Oh, that's heckers, mate."
Why not?
Because you don't understand what I'm saying. So what's the point of saying it?
Because then you understand and you just,
okay.
Well,
anyway, I wish I kept up with the lingo.
Yeah.
But I need more Australians around me.
Yeah. Well, I felt like when we did the podcast show at the Beyond the Valley Festival, every single slang that someone said, I was like, I've never heard any of these things.
Yeah. Honestly, I think people put a lot more emphasis on it. We use English, but then our words are just very short.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on food in America compared with Oz?
For some reason, the cafe lifestyle in Australia is phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what it is. And I mean, I probably do know what it is. It's probably just the food quality.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think I'm not going to bash on the American food though. You guys have got good things, but I think you guys overeat a lot. There's a lot of carbs.
A lot of carbs.
But yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm trying to keep it short.
Yeah. No, you are. We're knocking through these.
Doing good?
Yeah. You're doing great, sweetie. There was one thing I was just going to say and I forgot. So let's take a quick little break. I'm going to try and remember that. If not, I'll just go back to my cards. So do scents evoke memories and transport you back to being on the beach during your favorite vacation? Because I know for me, they do. There are just scents that bring you back to a different time and place. And Osea is one of those things. So there's just like that amazing feeling you get when you find a product and it totally transports you back to a sunny summer day. Osea's Undaria Algae Body Oil, it smells like summer, and I'm not talking about my daughter, although she smells very good. But it's the season of summer, bottled with all natural, uplifting notes of mango, mandarin, grapefruit, lime, and cypress. And it's not just about the elevated scent. This body oil is clinically proven to instantly improve skin elasticity and deeply moisturize, leaving skin silky and soft. It delivers that coveted post-vacation glow like you just returned from a tropical getaway, except you didn't. And right now you can get 10% off your first order with our code GOODASGOLD at OseaMalibu.com. With Osea, you never have to choose between your values and your best skin. It's rich yet never greasy and clinically proven to instantly, like I said, improve your skin elasticity. And when you're pushing 40, that's something you need. So get healthy, glowing skin for summer with clean, vegan skin and body care from Osea. You can get 10% off your first order site-wide with code GOODASGOLD at OseaMalibu.com. You'll get free samples with every order and free shipping on orders over $60. Head to OSEAMalibu.com and use code GOODASGOLD for 10% off. All right, so whether you're staying home or heading out on summer explorations, KiwiCo is inviting kids and kids at heart to enjoy their first ever summer adventure series. Kids from 2 years old to teens can receive 6 hands-on science and art project kits for over 6 weeks with enriching content and fun activities to accompany each project. KiwiCo has something for everyone and offers different topics for each age. Whether your child wants to explore space or learn about dinosaurs, there's something for every kid. I've said this before, I'll say it again. I'm not the craftiest, most creative person, but KiwiCo makes it so easy for you. It comes delivered to your door. They've got all of the stuff you need to make something super fun with your kid. It's activities that I don't mind doing with summer because they're quick and easy. You've got the instructions right there. And it's just great quality time you spend with your kid. And they love seeing that they created this project from scratch. At least my daughter does. KiwiCo encourages kids to get outside, explore, and stay off their screens. It's just so important. You can choose your expedition with this summer camp alternative, the Summer Adventure Series. It's a personalized experience. And let me tell you, as a parent, it can be hard to find creative ways to keep your children busy and challenged, but KiwiCo does the legwork for you. So build the best summer ever with KiwiCo. Get 20% off your summer adventure series at kiwico.com/summerhoney. That's 20% off your summer adventure at kiwico.com/summerhoney. I remember I was going to say, have you found a good meat pie in America? Because I remember there was like a place on the west side, I thought, or somewhere we got them once before. But was that just a one-off, like someone who sells tamales on the side of the street?
Pretty much. It was this guy that, if I pull up on my Instagram, he is from New Zealand and he does kiwi pies.
Those are really good.
Yeah. So there it is right there. Kiwi Pie Company. And he's based in North County based, selling kiwi meat pies.
Oh, it was when we were in San Diego?
Correct.
Okay.
And so I did message him, and he's it's 4th of July weekend, but he will be bringing meat pies up for us.
Oh, that sounds good. Can't wait.
God, I love a good meat pie.
I do too.
America, you got to like catch up with the program. Like you put them in the gas stations and the servos, and they even make them like in a rectangle, like your phone.
Yeah.
So it's a traveling pie. So that way, because the problem was a round pie, you'd eat it and it'd just fall out everywhere, and it's very difficult. I mean, it's okay. But they made a longer one, but in a rectangle form, so you could actually straight up this mouthful eat and drive at the same time, and you're not spilling your pie.
So smart.
What do you guys have when you go to the gas station over here? Freaking hot dogs that have been there for the day.
Yeah. All right. Moving on to Brock the Builder. Lots of questions. How are Brock's home improvements coming? Ab_fit_freak said that they really enjoy your IG story episodes. And what's next for home reno for Brock and Summer Moon?
Well, we bit off a lot when we decided to do this wall, unfortunately, 6 weeks later.
People are like, when's the next project?
Yeah, no, and look, I thought it was
it.
going to be quick and clean and bang, bang, bang. But then once we got through we built the fence, we realized, well, hang on, honey. If we're going to put a nice gate up here, we might as well fix the driveway now because I don't want to install a gate and then later install a driveway and then remove the gate. It'll be a whole thing. So let's just do the driveway. And then now we're doing the driveway. I got to do everything. So also, I have no idea what I'm doing. And so it's taking a lot of time. The biggest lesson I've learned right now is like, well, first off, I think the stone company, like tiles companies, they're the mob. Because you can't go directly to a manufacturer. You
have to go
they're
through
like,
like
we
a
got them
broker.
here. I'm like, oh, you guys just down in Orange County. Can I come pick it up? They're like, no, you got to go through our dealers. I was like, okay.
A tile dealer.
So then I got to call up a tile dealer and then they're going to mark up the price, whatever they mark it up. And I was just going, okay. So I tried another company somewhere else. And then some places have certain stone that just in stock. The rest of them have to get shipped to you. And long story short, like it was just, I got to figure it out. When you're a contractor or a builder, you probably find out these things.
Right.
And then I understand that this is going to be a timeline of ordering. This is going to take 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Plan it ahead. And that just comes with experience. So I'm learning that. And then I think my response to that is whatever, I'll do it myself. And here we are. Me and Summer are really enjoying it. She's actually loves painting now after she did her little glam room.
Yeah.
We just did the garage now. And I just gave her a brush and she was there for an hour while I was doing everything else. And she was just painting, doing her thing. And I'd come back over and just do a once over. But that's what's happening now. What is next? I really want to stick with this. I'm really loving it. It's therapy. I don't have to think. I'm just really enjoying stepping away from the craziness of it all and just doing something simple. So,
well, at Trena.Rodriguez wants to know, how do you know how to do all of the things you've been doing, and can her husband hire you?
I probably wouldn't hire me, and I wouldn't put my skills out there for hire. I do this for myself, but I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, but that's the thing about.
But like you'll YouTube certain things and you teach yourself.
You have
Self-taught.
resources out there. And now here's the thing about a trade. And I did do a trade. So for everyone out there, when I was growing up in Australia, I was working on construction sites, labor helper and all that. And then I actually got fired 4 times from the same job. I was
4 times from the same job?
Yeah, I was an apprentice. And
why did they keep hiring you back?
Because he was like my stepdad. He was like he raised me. He was my rugby coach.
Oh, so not your actual stepdad. But.
No, he was like a second dad to me.
Okay.
And so he was Shane Shepperton, and he was my coach. And as a rugby coach, he has all these like 18-year-old boys. He's like, hey, I got an internship. You can do an apprenticeship. So I was a roofer plumber for 3 years. And then in those 3 years, I would get fired often for not turning up on time or just like, and then rehired. So that's where I got the grounds for the background of construction.
Yeah.
Dad's a builder and I grew up on around, but I'm more of like I'm just very stubborn, I think.
What?
Well, go figure. And so when I figure I'm going to do this, there's pretty resources out there for anyone to go do it. I want to find a way to kind of like encourage keeping this how to do these things.
Yeah.
So we got a plan.
So when is Brock the Builder getting his own DIY show? Many people wanted to know.
Honestly, guys, I think it would be fun to do something like that, but I'm not there yet. I think I need to put plenty of miles under me.
We need to finish our house.
Yeah,
first.
I think we're going to spend a solid year working on some stuff, but keep it to social media with YouTube. I'm going to start doing a YouTube series, so it'll be a long form content. And so yeah, I'm excited. I'm glad people want to watch it.
Yeah.
And it's fun, and hopefully they can see that like, I really don't know what I'm doing. I'm telling everyone that because I really don't. And I just listen and I pay attention, and then you learn from doing, and you learn from making mistakes. Like I just did yesterday. I just spent the whole 2 days digging up concrete I just poured. Oh, but anyway, lessons learned.
Yeah.
It's called life, I think people are too scared to try because if they fail, people are going to make fun of them, aka my wife.
People are afraid of failure, obviously. Yeah. I think that's one thing you're afraid of.
No, I ain't afraid of failing. I'm just afraid of like, what if this actually works?
Mm. Okay.
Like, what happens if this works? Like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I'll fail all day. I'm just not afraid. Yeah, I think I'm more scared of the outcome.
Yeah. No, I get that. Are there any projects on the new house Brock is going to let you do?
Guys, can you please chime in on this?
I don't want
Honey,
to.
It is so good for your confidence to
I
go,
did the
"Oh,
gate. I put the slabs in.
yeah, perfect." And then just doing things, just there's more sense of like achievement and accomplishment that I'm getting out of it. Like when I leave the house now, like I want to stand and look at my wall and just stand outside while the neighbors walk by and they go, "Nice wall." And I go, "Thank you."
I built that.
They know I built it. That's why they tell me, because they spent the last 6 weeks with me outside.
The neighbors told me the other day that the foot traffic when you're outside, they've never seen so many people walk by because people just want to see you working on the house.
I love that. Yeah, it's cool. And I want to, I haven't told you this, but I want to spend like the last week once we got the gate up and all that. And I want to bring the neighborhood around and say, "Hey, I'm going to have a few drinks in our driveway. Come on over." And I'm just going to hang out in the neighborhood.
Party?
Yeah. Just, you know what it is? You know that meme where it's like, who's that neighborhood alpha dad? And he's like, got the garage up, always lifting weights and doing stupid things. That was my alpha dad mode, where I was just outside like, "Oh, you live here? Whose house is this? Mine. You're building the wall?" Yes. Just so people know that like, oh, there's a man that lives in that house.
Yeah.
Let's not break into that house. There's a man there.
No. We've also got so many cameras in this house. Like you said, it's like Fort Knox there. I think we have every app possible.
No, well, this is what we have, and I think it's very good. We
have ADT.
Well,
We've got
don't
the
have to
ring.
rattle
No, but
them
I'm
all off.
saying we have Blink. We've got the Nest. Like we do have it covered.
I was just saying we have the digital, but we also have hardwired, and so you have all aspects of just safety.
Yeah.
And now we have the fence, which is even another safety net, which is the goal. So
No, totally. I do feel good in the house. I feel safe, and you building the wall has made me feel more safe. So,
well, if
thanks.
anybody out there wants to do that fence I did, the company's called Mission, and we didn't partner with them or anything like that. I reached out to them because they make prefab kits, and so it was simple. You did it, and Summer did it. And once you have the wall built, all the nuts and bolts of it, and you didn't have to do a fancy wall like ours. You can just do straight pillars, and they'll just put it straight into the ground.
Yeah, totally.
As is. I would definitely recommend them, and I want to try and push them to as many people because I reached out to a couple of big places. Expensive.
Yeah. Last question on the wall. How do dogs keep peeing on your front posts? It seems like Brock is always pressure washing.
Well, I'm not pressure washing. I'm just going to think
But I
of
think
ways
we should
to
do that more.
I'm just going to put some chicken wire around the bottom of those columns, plug them onto a battery, and if your dog pisses on
We're
my wall,
not doing that.
they might get a little shock.
We're not doing that. Anyway,
Okay, the wall's fine. The dog's pissed on it. It was my fault.
you should have coated it and sealed
Lessons
it.
learned.
Yeah.
I should have put a put a sealant on the
Right.
stone, and so I didn't. So I took it off, removed it, fixed it. My fault. Not your dog's pissing on my wall. It was my problem.
There was also like a grass patch right there.
I don't want to hear about it.
Anyway. So I mentioned on a recent podcast that I've always been open to adoption, and people want to know if that's something you are open to as well.
I think the conversation has gone there. We've had that conversation. Yes, I'm open to adoption. I think with our circumstances and our situation, it's a little bit different. And so, of course, I'm interested in having that conversation. I think we've been having those conversations because, we need to be having them. So, yeah, I'm down for it.
Yeah. If you had a second child, what names would you have in mind? Would you stick with the seasonal trend? So here's something I don't think I've ever said publicly because I was going to save it if we ever had a second kid. Don't know that we're having the second kid, but
We're having two more.
we're not going to use the name that we were originally going to use. No. Cut that one. We might still use that. No. So originally, I remember I had an epiphany when I was in acupuncture when I was maybe 10 weeks pregnant with Summer. And we didn't know if she was a boy or a girl. But I knew if it was a girl, I wanted the name Summer. And I liked Summer Rain because she was my rainbow baby.
Correct.
But then I was like, oh, what if we have a boy? We'll name him Rain, Rain. And so I was like, okay, done. Either way, we've got the name. We find out it's a girl. I'm like, okay, but I'm going to save Rain for when and if we have a boy. So right around that same time, we meet our friends Will and Elaine. Their surrogate was pregnant, and they were naming their little girl Reign, Reign. We just celebrated her birthday this weekend. And now I just feel like even if we spell it different, even if it's a boy, Summer, one of her best friends' names is Reign, and I think we just that name is not for us anymore.
Yeah, I mean, we've spoken about it. I think we can have that conversation once we figure out if we're going to have a kid.
Yeah. But I've never talked about like, oh, what other names? Because you always want to keep the name secret and you don't want people to know. Yes. Do you not remember Ryan Bailey and the whole fiasco of announcing what Summer's name was before?
Well, that's because we were pregnant. We had a kid. We're talking about a kid that we're not pregnant with right now.
No,
like
but I'm just saying,
hypotheticals.
I'm putting it out there that I did want the name Reign. But
Will and Lane, if you hear us, guys, you took that name from us, just what we're saying.
yeah, they spelled it different, but it's just now she's Reign.
Well,
you
yeah,
know?
I think let's get over the first hurdle. Let's figure out if we're having another kid first.
Yeah, not anytime soon. Is Summer ever naughty? She seems so well behaved. Oh, she has her moments. That is for sure.
Yeah, I think. Listen, we have kids. She's a kid.
She's 3.
She's very normal, but she is showing signs of just very much. She's so aware of other people's emotions, and she gets on other people's level, and I love that because I feel like I have not a superpower, but I have this ability to connect with people and find out where their frequency is and get on it with them.
Yeah.
And Summer does that really, really well.
Let's talk about this. So we just got this infrared sauna. They deliver it, put it in our driveway, and it's just like, here you go, figure it out, get it in the backyard, build it yourself. And so Brock needed my help with just lowering one piece to the ground so he could, whatever. Anyways, he's like, honey, watch out for the nails. So I'm like, okay, don't step on the nails. So as I'm helping him lower it, and I just remember from cheerleading and weightlifting and doing things that you lift with your legs and not with your back. So I'm slowly trying to just with my legs, like lower it down. You drop it on your side. Because it's so heavy, it drops. The nails go, I think, into my finger.
You keep going.
All of a sudden, first of all, I couldn't tell how bad it was.
Hey, it's a perspective. It's fine. You're entitled.
The blood
this is true.
was covering my neck, and I was just like, oh my, I didn't know how bad it was. So I freak out. I run in, I just run it underwater, and then I just wrap it really quick. I'm like, don't look, don't look, don't look. Like, I can get my face injected with Botox all day long. Needles don't bother me, but a little blood coming from my finger, and I started to freak out. So Summer sees that I'm freaking out. And that's where I have to remember, because she is so empathetic and she does just catch on right away, that obviously that scared her. She sees mommy got hurt and she's like, Mom, I got you. I got you. She runs upstairs, goes in the drawer, grabs me a Band-Aid, comes down. She had a little bit of a look of terror on her face. And so I had to show her. I was like, no, it's okay. It's okay. She was like, here you go, Mommy.
She scared the crap out of our kid because she got a scratch on her finger.
I didn't know how bad it was, honey. It felt like the nail went in my nail and my finger.
I understand that.
Anyway.
Your response is the issue. It's not about the cut.
It was pain and blood, and that was my response.
I know. It's like, has your mom ever told you like the story, like the boy who cried wolf?
That wasn't crying wolf. It was pain and blood.
Yeah, it was a scratch. You made out as if you lost your finger. I thought I just decapitated your finger.
Decapitated?
Does that only mean removal of their head? Like, what about the cutting off of a finger? What is it? Decapitation is of the head. You can't decapitate a finger.
Amputate?
I guess maybe. No, amputate is like surgical. How do you like blunt force trauma lose a finger? What happened here? What is that? Put that in a word. Use that in a sentence.
Then I realized there was something we were doing later that day, and I had both of my fingers with Band-Aids on them. You asked me to do something. I was like, oh, never mind. I'm not going to finish that sentence and say I don't have 10 working fingers right now because.
Yeah, rub it in, buddy.
Anyway,
I saw that whole conversation and that whole story and that whole term of events in a completely different way.
Yeah.
The reason why I thought she was down on the ground because I let it go. It dropped an inch of my fingers. That was the dropping part.
But it wasn't lined up.
The reason why I had to let go of that was because the rest of it was falling on our heads.
Well, call one of the boys to help you next time, okay?
I'm trying to get my wife to help me out around the house.
Just wondering if Summer started preschool yet and how is she doing? She starts next week.
That's next week?
I'm not ready.
I can't wait.
I know. I can wait.
I'm so excited because it's going to give her a chance to grow. It's going to give her a chance to learn. It's going to give her a chance to interact and have what she needs. Because look, I love our kid, but she doesn't need to be like running around like playing games all the time because she really enjoys focusing on subjects, drawing, and I can't wait for her to have that consistency.
I know. I
You know what that word means? Consistency? Scheduling?
I do worry about when kids go to school and how other kids treat other kids. And like here, this next question that came in,
Yeah.
I didn't even know it was called this. It looks like Summer has inherited Brock's diastema, like the gap in your teeth. I guess there's a proper word for that. Does Brock ever plan to do anything about his? And would you have Summer's fixed if she has one on her permanent teeth? And let me tell you, this is something that our 3-year-old is aware of because she saw a cartoon that was drawn of her. I have a new song coming out next week with Station Little. It's this educational, inspiring children's music. They turn you into cartoons. It's so cute. I'll be posting it next week. And she sees the cartoon and she's like, what's that line? Like, why are my teeth like that? And I go, oh, Daddy's is like that too. It's just your little gap. All of a sudden, she runs to the mirror. She's looking. She's like, I don't like it. And it just, she's been self-conscious of it ever since. And I'm like, oh my God, she's 3 years old. And I'm trying to just make her feel better in any way. And then I'm like, no, honey, when your baby teeth fall out and my teeth are going to fall out. I'm like, okay, not that approach. And she's like, but you don't have this. And I'm like, I have veneers. And I'm trying to, how do I explain this to a 3-year-old? So recently, long story short, she went to the dentist. The dentist assures her that having space in between her teeth gives more room for when her big teeth grow. She's not freaked out about her baby teeth falling out anymore. But he also said that if we need to fix it, we will. If it's something she's self-conscious about, if it's something she gets made fun of and she wants to fix it, we're fixing it.
Oh, no. There's no fixing here. There's nothing wrong.
If she needs braces, if she needs Invisalign.
That question was rude. Okay? I don't need to fix my gap in my tooth, and my daughter doesn't need to fix her gap in her tooth. There's nothing that needs to be fixed. There's nothing wrong with having a gap in a tooth. So people out there can be very aware of that.
But kids make fun of kids. And
but the kids are going to make fun of kids for having glasses. Trust me, I had 4 fingers. Kids are the rudest.
I know. That's what I worry about her going to school.
But that's going to happen. I'm never going to make her think that she should have to fix something like her teeth because there's nothing wrong with that.
But if she wants to.
I don't want to have that conversation.
She can. We're going to take another break and we'll be right back. All right, Scheananigans listeners, it's time to get into some digital healthcare with Nurx. So Nurx is a digital healthcare platform that makes it easy to get the expert healthcare you deserve at every step of your journey. We know everybody is different. So Nurx provides treatment and care that is personalized to you, which is the most important thing. It's not general. It is literally tailored to you. Through life's changes and transitions, Nurx is here to help you make informed choices about your health with care offerings like birth control, anti-aging prescription skincare, and treatment for common mental health concerns, all again tailored to your unique health history and goals. Nurx's licensed medical providers possess in-depth knowledge and are there to help women take control of their healthcare journey. So there's no more one-size-fits-all approaches. It's only effective, tailored solutions. Their providers have expertise in treating a wide range of reproductive and sexual healthcare needs. And to date, get this, Nurx has served more than 1.6 million birth control patients in the U.S. Nurx is accessible and private, and you can get your birth control delivered straight to your door in discreet packaging, so no more trips to the pharmacy. Thanks to Nurx for sponsoring this podcast. Taking control of your reproductive health starts here. Go to nurx.com/goodasgold to get started. That's NURX.com/goodasgold. Results may vary, not offered in every state. Medications prescribed only if clinically appropriate. Consultation required. So there are things, obviously, I know you're not an avid Scheananigans listener. So there are things I talk about on this podcast about us, personal things I open up about, and people have follow-up questions.
All right.
They want to know if we've christened the new house yet. No, we have not.
Haven't we?
No, we actually haven't, honey.
Because when we go away on holiday or
it's always when we go away, because someone the other day wrote in and they were like, why can't you just lock the door? And I'm like, because then I'm still in my head of my kid pitter patter down the hallway.
It's definitely been a change in because for me, this is fun. We were talking about it. I'm more of I'm a connector. I'm not going to just have sex.
Yeah, and
Okay,
sometimes I'm like, come
put
on,
one
let's get a
in there.
quickie in.
I can't do that.
I know.
I need to connect. We need to connect. And then when I'm connecting with you, I know what you're thinking about. So as we're doing it, you're thinking about, oh, what, is somebody here? What's going on there? What if she wakes up? What if she walks in? I feel that.
Mm-hmm.
And that doesn't really work. So no, but maybe we should put some effort in and we'll figure that out.
Well, then I said the last time that she didn't stay at the house, and it was, we went to the Critics' Choice Awards, but then we ended up going to Soho House, and it was 1 a.m. We got home and we're like, we're tired.
Yeah, we have no chill. We don't know how to like compartment. Like we don't know how to like pull a handbrake and go, hey, we should like take it easy and relax.
Yeah, no.
No.
Or go. Favorite and least favorite thing about each other?
Your mind is beautiful, but it drives me crazy.
I love how outspoken you are, but sometimes your temper and your fuse is a little too short.
Is that a
How-
problem to have a short fuse though? It just means I know what I
It's-
want.
I know, but sometimes it just is rude.
It is rude. And I know it's rude. But like it's because I don't want to sit there and count to 10 when I'm from 1 when I'm already at 10. I'm like, guys, I've already got to there. We've figured out this problem. This is a solution.
Mm-hmm.
Come at me with a better option. Otherwise, let's keep going.
Okay. How often do people recognize you in public? When was the first time a VPR fan recognized Brock? What happened? Do you remember?
Honestly, I think first off, I am Scheana's husband for life. They don't go, hey, it's Brock. It's Scheana's husband from Vanderpump
No, I
Rules.
think now it's, oh my God, it's Brock the Builder.
I'll take that. And then I think the fun one is when I leave my house, I forget about it because we're normal, guys. I consider myself normal. I don't put myself, think I'm like, oh, I'm a celebrity. I'm not. I'm married
No.
to you.
Yeah.
You're a celebrity.
I don't think I am either. I think
What do you
I'm a
consider yourself?
TV personality.
Okay, okay, right. Well, we're TV personalities. I forget that we are. And so then it's a nice reminder when people are like, wait, are you from Vanderpump Rules? I'm like, yeah, hi guys. Like, we love you this season. I was like, well, what about the other seasons? Oh, we didn't like you. Oh, okay, cool.
They are very honest though.
They're like, yeah, we didn't like you at first. I'm like, yeah, cool, me neither.
Well, speaking of, do you see yourself doing reality TV for a long time? Honestly, I do. I feel like it's been such a part of me that it would be weird if we didn't do it.
It's a lot easier than scripted, that's for sure.
I don't know that I agree.
I feel like having lines and like to hit the beats and all that when we did that with Lopez versus Lopez, I just felt so much anxiety on set.
I loved
Whereas
seeing
like
that.
when we're filming, I feel like we're having very great conversations because we're just talking to each other. I'm engaged and we have better conversations on camera than we did off camera because I have to listen and I have to have an opinion.
Yeah. I will say though, when we were filming the Lopez versus Lopez, when I say like I loved seeing the anxiety, for that moment, I loved that you got to experience what I experienced because you're not an anxious person. You're not someone who deals with the same mental health things that I do. Everyone has their own. But in that moment when we were backstage and you're like, what is this feeling? My heart is racing. I was like, oh, now you know. That's how I feel before every reunion. That's how I feel before.
The fact that you feel like that when we're filming a reality show, it's wild.
Yeah. I mean, and it's not always, but even the little tiff, we'll call.
Well, I get it. Can I tell you, honey, I said at the reunion this year, I get it because you've been in the pits fighting on the show from the beginning. You've been you versus all the girls. Like, how can you be a girl's girl when the girls are the ones that's coming at you left, right, and center?
Yeah.
So I understand that. And
Yeah.
I said that and God, I take my hat off to you. But hopefully you've got me in your corner now. Like, I'll run over anybody. Let's go.
Yeah. Well, still in reality TV, would you two ever go on The Amazing Race?
Who asked that question?
I don't know.
So there is I got like a handful. I guess it's like the trifecta.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going on Survivor. I don't know what I have to do, but I'm actually applying for Survivor.
Okay.
Okay. But the Amazing Race would be so much fun to do with you, but we would get to a challenge where you'd need to do something you don't want to do and you ain't doing it.
I'm not eating the weird shit. I'm not doing anything underwater.
So I think if we were to do Amazing Race, I'll just take your sister.
I think you guys would be
Me
a
and
great
Courtney
team.
would crush.
You definitely would. What would you be doing if VPR wasn't a thing? What was your childhood dream job?
This what me or you? That
I
was
think
to me.
it's for both of us. Like,
Because it
did you?
wasn't-
No, but did you want to be a professional rugby player when you were a kid?
Yeah, I thought in my heart of hearts, when I was a kid, I wanted to be a veteran. And then when I grew up,
A veteran or a veterinarian?
a veteran.
Like a war veteran?
No, like a vet.
A veterinarian.
A vet.
They're two different things.
A veteran is a war. Okay, you're right. A veterinarian. I wanted to be a vet. Okay, we'll leave it at that. But then as I grew up, we started playing rugby. I was like, wait, this is a career. I met my cousin's uncle, and he was the captain of Australia. I was Gordon Tallis, and I was like, what do you do for a job in his house? He's like, are you kidding me? I play rugby. I was like, what? That's a career?
Yeah.
And that was when I thought, okay, this might be my way out. That's how I could like get out of this. So I played rugby. I never in the days growing up looking at TV, be like, oh, I'll be on TV one day.
See, that was me. I was the kid that would watch shows and I'm like, I could do that. Like I wanted to be a child actor. So I did all the school plays and whatnot. But then in high school, I remember when MTV was just so big, I wanted to be an MTV VJ. Am I boring you?
Oh, yeah. So,
That was my dream job. But I also thought about getting into teaching or like cheer coaching. If I never like went down the entertainment path, I wanted to be a teacher. So anyway, what will you be doing this summer? Do you ever come to the UK? We love you over here. Possibly going to be there this month, still working out some things with that. But other than that, I mean, summer starts school.
we're gonna work on the homestead. We're gonna get the home in check. We're gonna get our schedules in check, and we're gonna really just enjoy the fact that Scheana, you're not working for 13 summers. The last 13 years, you have worked every
11,
summer.
12, yeah, I know.
So this is the 13th year you have actually off.
But not like off, just off Vanderpump Rules.
Off Vanderpump Rules, but which is a 10-week scheduling where you can't book anything.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay. Oh, wait. So it's so funny because I just said I had wanted to be a teacher. There's one that came in from a teacher. As an educator, did you have a favorite teacher? If so, what made them special to you? From Mickey Torres, 67.
I really disliked learning in school. I
Oh.
was very much an angry kid, so I didn't enjoy school until I actually went to college over here in America when I was older. So I didn't really have any star out teachers growing up. It was difficult for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I couldn't even name one because I had so many favorite teachers.
Wow.
I hated school in middle school. That was just like the worst years of my life. But I really always loved my teachers. And I still keep in touch with my high school teachers. Like we're friends on Instagram.
Well, there's a
And-
difference. Unfortunately you went to 3 schools.
Right.
I went to 15 schools in
That is
12 years of
so
education.
crazy.
Yeah. And I had problems. I was growing up. I got bullied in school. I had issues. Like it was learning issues, but then also just like, behavioral issues.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, I was a dick.
Well, because kids are dicks. And speaking of, how do you stay numb to all the ugly comments you guys get? Are there any that really get to you?
You know what I read the other day? I was on the Rock's page because I love my boy, The Rock.
Mhm.
And even his, they go, The Rock, more like the dust. I was like, people are just like,
They're dicks.
bottom of the barrel. Like at that point, I realized like, oh, you guys just really don't know. So have fun with that. Thanks for the engagement. And sometimes if it's like a real dick one, I'll pin it to my top just so everyone else can comment on
I
it.
have done that
Just
before,
for extra
too.
engagement.
Yeah. All right, switching gears. Any potty training tips? Christine930 wants to know. She says her daughter is a few months younger than Summer.
Well, we have an amazing mother-in-law.
But also,
And-
here's what I did. I told Summer that when she turned 3, they don't make diapers for 3-year-olds anymore.
Yeah.
And she needed to figure it out.
Because the biggest issue is consistency.
Yeah.
Okay. And if one, oh, it's okay. Oh, you're going to do a potty this time. Oh, you have the in the diaper. So we needed to set like a hard line, and dates with her worked out really well. Oh, you turned 3, you can't do it.
Yeah. So we went to Coachella, which was 2 weeks before her 3rd birthday. And my mom just stuck with it and just said, sorry, ran out of diapers. And she's like, but Nani, just go on Amazon. Just go to the store. And my mom was like, nope, they're out. They don't make them for 3-year-olds. And, you're about to be 3. So
If it's another fun one, which I tried to do, but it's about consistency, it really is. But get a treasure chest a little treasure box and grab a whole bunch of toys that they want to get and gift wrap them like Hot Wheels
So
cars.
each time they go, they
so
get a
they get
prize.
a reward for going on the potty. So they, because you just got to incentivize them to go on there and get a fun reward out of it.
Yeah.
And instead of leveraging candy and cookies, you can just get a 24 set of Hot Wheels if it's a boy, or even if it was a girl, and then little dress up dolls.
Yeah.
And individually wrap them.
I think trying to make it fun is the most important thing, making them want to go because there is an incentive. Or,
Well, it's also scary as hell. Like something just fell out of them.
oh, no, totally. Then,
Imagine being a 3-year-old and you're like, what
is that?
What is that concept of
Yeah.
doing that and pushing and something came out? Like, I just laid an egg.
Yeah. All right. Wrapping this up. A lot of people still want to know if you've watched the early seasons of Vanderpump Rules.
Do you guys think I need to watch the early seasons of Vanderpump Rules to get more of a context? Because to be honest,
Definitely
I didn't
not.
know Ariana was, when this all happened, I didn't realize that Tom was with Kristen. And then
And then
hooked
Kristen
up
was with James.
I didn't know all of these relationships. I was
Yeah.
like, wait, what?
No, it goes way deep.
So
You don't need to watch it.
I mean, yeah, like there's an idea of maybe I should, but to be honest, guys, like I'm not gonna come for people in their past. I'm living now, so I'm not gonna go back and
Yeah.
watch people and make a decision based on that.
Yeah. And you guys should do the same, just watch to be entertained, but leave the trolling comments.
Troll what you want, just like keep commenting. It's fun. It's engagement.
I mean,
honey.
it is engagement, but you don't have to be mean.
Listen, be mean all you want. Just keep commenting. I don't care.
Anyway. All right.
Two types of people in this world.
Thank you guys for watching and listening. I hope you enjoy the rest of your holiday weekend. Next week, we will be getting into some shenanigans with Olivia Flowers. I'm so excited for that. I haven't seen my girl in a minute. So,
She's blowing up too. She's been doing good.
yeah.
Well
All
done.
right. See ya.
Bye.
For this all my